Certain parties are aware that I've got a certain project underway, and it turns out it's a much greater undertaking than I initially anticipated. This particular project includes more than 500 separate components, and while I now have all of those components sorted out, I currently have a little less than half of them fully installed. I'll be getting the rest of those components into place over the next week or so, and as I do, I will also be reassessing my presence in this digital topography. The premise of this project is to rebalance the power dynamic between this platform and those of us who use it just a little bit, and I personally intend to do that by reallocating some of my energy within the Mediascape. I already spend a substantial amount of time producing material for this platform, so creating additional material for other platforms as well just isn't going to be feasible. But diversifying my presence by adjusting how I distribute the content I already produce definitely is. Now, I do love a cliffhanger, so this conversation will be continued elsewhere. That's better. I have spent almost all of my time on another video sharing platform over the last 10 months, and I only just recently realized that my activities there have resulted in a sizable increase in subscribers here. I greatly appreciate every single one of you that has ventured from there to here, and with all of the harassment that we see so many fantastic creators enduring over there, it's probably time to look at reallocating some of my own energies. It's kind of ironic that this would turn out to be the format where I would find the most success within the Mediascape, because I have social anxiety disorder and a fear of public speaking. My strength has always been my writing, and so the fact that I can record myself like this at all is unexpected. But the response to what I've been doing there has been equally unexpected in the best possible way, and discovering just how much what I've been doing means to the people who have needed it has made it unexpectedly easy for me to overcome my own anxieties, and I am immeasurably grateful for that. I had been concentrating my efforts on the other platform because... No, I'm the guy who does everything in a single take. I had been concentrating my efforts on the other platform because the 3-minute time limit suits the concise style of content I seem most adept at creating. It felt somehow frivolous to post 60-second videos here because I had convinced myself that this was a venue for longer, more elaborate content. I have friends here who collaborate with a range of creators to consistently produce hours of material on a regular schedule. I never felt like I had enough to say on any subject to do that, nor that I had anything substantial enough to add to any particular conversation, in part because I never had a singular interest or expertise that would inform the nature of my material. That is part of what works well on the other platform. I can create wildly diverse material on matters as wide-ranging as atheism and philosophy, comics and film and television, recreational mathematics, politics and history, quantum mechanics, psychology, and neurodivergence. Each video feels like it can be its own independent thought, with no expectation that my entire presence there has to be about that particular topic. That aversion to specialization has ironically been well received, and one of the things I will be bringing from there to here is that eclecticism. This channel will not be about a particular thing, but about any of the things that I find engaging, and with my overly compulsive personality, I do tend to become heavily engrossed in the things that I find engaging. This channel already features an unconventional mix of topics. On one hand, I've created almost 3 dozen of what I call sequential art films, which are screen recordings of comic book stories edited together into feature-length videos, the most popular of which at the moment is Truth, Red, White, and Black. On the other hand, I also created 50 episodes of a series about my training to run the Walt Disney World Half Marathon back in 2019, including side quests to Tidewater Comic Con and Universal Studios along the way, and I've got a few other random videos scattered about as well. I don't currently have any definitive plans for specific content here, but I have got several playlists over on the other platform that I will end up repurposing here, like I did with the Cancellation compilation. And as you can see, I will also be using edits here. Now, I have never been headed toward any particular destination, but not all who wander are lost. I never imagined I would ever create a following or build a platform, and so I'm still slightly baffled that it's happened to the degree that it has, because I may not be in a car at the moment, but I am still very much just a guy on a phone with a tendency to ramble, rant, and ruminate, and the fact that there are other people who enjoy the random ideas that I release into the electronic ether is both heartening and humbling. I genuinely do not know what my next step should be, or if I should even bother trying to figure that out at the moment, because I don't know where my next step is supposed to be leading yet. But I am comfortable with that, because this is all a journey, and I greatly appreciate every single one of you that's chosen to accompany me along even part of it. I offer nothing more or less than the thoughts and opinions of a nerd on YouTube, so thank you all for coming to my Tony Talk.